Right, good morning Year 5. Today we're going to be looking at trying to calculate the area of compound shapes. Last week we were looking at calculating the perimeter of compound shapes, so you should remember what a compound shape is, but in case you may have forgotten or just need reminding, a compound shape is basically two shapes that have been put together. As you can see, the example you've got in front of you here, and those shapes can be separated. So we could separate along this red line, or we could potentially separate it along this line here. You wouldn't separate both, so it'd be one or the other. All right, so there we go. Let's have a little look at the next slide, which shows you that and shows how they've been separated. And you then have the values which are going to be around the outside here, which are going to help you to calculate the area. So if we remember from Monday and Tuesday, that area equals length times width. That's what you really need to remember, that formula there for calculating for calculating the area of these shapes here. Okay. Obviously be really careful with your times tables, and I'll show you now with this example here how we're going to find the area of this L shape. So I'm going to decide first of all that I'm going to separate my shapes like this. All right, so I'm going to first of all look at the shape there that I've shaded in green. So again, it's going to be length times width. So these are the two numbers I'm going to be multiplying here. So I'm going to do 3 meters times 2 meters equals 6 meters squared. All right, please don't forget to use squared units here. Okay, anytime you're finding an area, that's the units that you're going to use. Okay, so we've now found the area of that shape there that we have that I've shaded in green. So we now need to have a look at this part of the shape here that I'm shading in yellow. All right, again, it's going to be length times width. So we're going to look at this value here and this value here. All right, so we're going to do 6 times 4 equals 24. And again, meters squared. Okay. We've done a lot of practice of our 6 times tables. We've done a lot of practice of our 4 times tables. So these sorts of examples, they should be achievable for everybody. Now, on the work that we're looking at today, there are 3 different levels of challenge. So you can decide to do them all, or you can pick the level of challenge that you want to try today. All right. Anyway, let's get back to this problem, because we now know the area of this shape here, and we also know the area of the shape here. So all we now need to do is add those two values together. All right. So it's this value here and this value here, and that's a really easy calculation. All right. It's just 24 meters squared plus 6 meters squared, I'm running out of room, which equals 30 meters squared. All right, it's as simple as that. So if you remember the formula, length times width, remember to separate your shapes and then look at the two values that you've got, then you should be well on your way to being able to answer all of these questions. All right, so good luck. I hope you enjoyed doing these problems, and I'll catch up with you guys tomorrow. Okay, bye.